You are looking live once again inside Vannes, France. Russia v. Sweden, the final game of the day here on Sunday. Game number 2 in Group B. We are at the EuroBasket women. The Swedish fans have really traveled to support this team, and there's some Russians here as well. Both teams looking to bounce back from opening day defeats. Sweden losing to Italy and Russia falling to Spain. Both of them very, very close indeed. Spain had led by 18, but ended up winning by just 5 points. Russia cut it to 2 and threatened to pull off a stunning comeback, but came up just short. Sweden had a chance to beat Italy right at the death, but Catherine Bress blocked the shot of Frida Eldebrink. Earlier today, Spain defeated Italy 71-59, so they're now in first place at 2-0. Their ticket already punched to round 2. Who's going to clinch their place now? Well, the odds are that it'll be Russia, the defending champions, ranked 3rd in the world. But you got to play the game, and Sweden certainly showed plenty of fight yesterday in their clash with Italy. You can see Swedish fans all over the place, and they're easily recognizable because of their golden shirts with blue stripes, or blue shirts with golden stripes. Look at some of the players. Eldebrink, of course, Frida, the leading scorer. Her sister Ellen was outstanding as well. Elizabeth Egnell, everybody contributed. Key, who has been naturalized, had some big moments in the game. Lars Johansson, it was a heartbreaking defeat for their team, but at the same time, you've got to learn how to lose before you win the big ones. I'm sure that's what he told his players. And they're going to come out and play 40 hard minutes against Russia. That's one guarantee that I'll give you. If you look at Russia, well, it's a star-studded lineup with many players and veterans. Ilona Korsten, for example, is still around. Epiphany Prince, well, she's the newcomer, and it took her a while to get going last night, but she almost helped Russia come back against Spain. Anna Petrakova, she made her Olympic bow last year. She's in the team. She led the team in scoring last night. Good players, 1 through 12. The question is, can Alfredas Vainauskas, who's now the coach, having replaced Boris Sokolovsky, keep the momentum going for Russian women's basketball in Europe? Well, the teams are going to now stand for the national anthems. First, we're going to hear Sweden, and then we're going to hear Russia.
Listen, the national anthem. Nous commençons tout d'abord par la Suède. First, Sweden.
Always really like that part of the game. Love seeing the coaches and the players coming out. It's all about the national team. Referees today from Latvia, France, and Belarus. Well, Petrikova, she had a blinder last night against Spain that really just started going too late for Russia against Spain. But she had 18 points, 6 rebounds. Frida Eldebrink, of course, had the 23 points. And as often happens in a classic game like that, the star player ends up remembering it for the one tough play that didn't go her way, that block shot by Catherine Ress. Starting 5 for Sweden, Louise Halverson is still in there. She needs to get it going tonight. They really need her against that big Russian team, the Elderbrinks, Egnell, and Khadija Anderson. And Russia's Osipova, Petrikova, Belyakova, Prince, and Zidek. So Zidek gets to start tonight. I think Vainauskas liked the play of Zidek in Spain. She got more minutes than we expected. And she's rewarded with the start tonight. Zidek's not starting last night, but she ended up playing 24 minutes, and she's talking to Vainauskas now. Natalie Vieru didn't play at all last night, so I suppose Vainauskas not happy with things yet. Maybe he's saving her for tonight. Well, it's going to take a monumental effort tonight from Sweden to have a chance against this Russian team. They know it. And they can't just go out and have a great quarter. They really can't afford to fall behind. It's one of these situations where they just have to play, hopefully hit some shots. They've been struggling offensively, both in the preparations and right now. Russia were all out of sorts against Spain as well. I'm sure they're going to come out breathing fire. Just to show you the sheer dominance of Russian basketball the past decade, they won this title in 2011. They finished runners-up in 2009 to France. They won the title in 2007. They finished runners-up to the Czech Republic in 2005. They won the gold medal in 2003 and finished runners-up in 2001. And we're off. And it's Russia that wins the opening tip. And Russia tried to use that size inside early, and Petrikova, who was so accurate early yesterday from three-point range, misses right under the basket. Prince guarding Ellen Eldebrink. And she's open, so she takes a three and buries it. And look at the emotion. And Russia with an early turnover. Petrakova misses the shot, and then her pass is too far in front of Osipova. So inauspicious beginning for the Russians. They don't always start tournaments sky high. They usually finish extremely strong. So that's probably another cause for hope for Sweden. Khadija Anderson pulls Petrakova out. Elderbrink looks for an opening, and Prince knocks it away. Prince kicks it out to Zidek. And she says, thanks, coach, for starting me, and drills it immediately. I think that was only a 2. Egnell. Now Louise Halverson. Anderson hands it off to Elderbrink. And they battle, and Halverson goes up, comes down. Now she has to get up. I believe she was a teammate of Osipova's at Spartak. So they know each other's games, although Halverson's probably improved a lot since then. Petrakova goes down and scores down low, so Russia now on top. Belyakova with the difficult assignment of guarding Frida Elderbrink. Oh, bounce pass over to Anderson. And good hustle from Egnell to get a hand on it. Petrakova now goes right at Khadija Anderson. And she goes up strong. And this time, the intent appears to be with Vainoskis, we're going to attack you down low. We're going to use our size. Because 3 times already they've gone down low. Elderbrink drives in, has the ball knocked away. So the swipe from Osipova. 10 seconds on the shot clock. And Egnell gets in, the air ball. Elderbrink was there, but was fouled. Ooh, yeah, she was crunched by Zidek. Boy, it really makes it, when Russia turn up the defense, it's really difficult even to get that inbounds pass in. Egnell. Halverson, the long one. Well, that would help if she made it, but she misses, and Elderbrink gets the rebound. And Vainoskis looks at his team and says, we've just given away 2 offensive rebounds. But Sweden throw it away to Prince. She puts it up from the arc. And Halverson with the rebound. Halverson. Now Elderbrink, and Elderbrink is fouled by Osipova. Frida goes up. I think Osipova could afford just to go straight up and alter that shot. I think she just barely went into her. That'll bring back bad memories of last night. Frida had a chance to tie it with 6 seconds left, but missed a free throw. They got the ball back, but then she had her fateful drive blocked by Ress. Prince, Petrakova trying to post up. Prince spins into the lane, and Osipova, even though she didn't have position, was able to get that rebound. But as we've seen in this tournament, they missed the easy shot, and Belyakova, with contact, tries to get a foul and falls down, but nothing is given. And that's a good no call from the referee. Elderbrink drives in. So Ellen Elderbrink fouled by Prince. So that was before the shot. So the basket was waved off. Here's Frida, now to Egnell. Halverson. And Halverson struggling in this tournament. I think Anderson wants to get her on track. He doesn't want to hurt her confidence by pulling her out after a mistake, but don't be surprised to see Hamilton come in soon. Zedek. And good rebound. Halverson is giving some work inside on the defensive end. Ellen Elderbrink short. Prince goes right down the teeth. And Ellen Elderbrink steps in front of Prince to kind of slow things up. And that is going to be Sweden's first foul, I think. Not a bad one to give away. Oh, the dump down low to Prince. And it's funny because the taller Russian players have struggled to make those shots, but Prince, who's playing point guard, goes up and makes it. Egnell looks for an opening. Gets into the lane. Over to Khadija Anderson. Back outside. Ellen Elderbrink. Ellen Elderbrink tries to create her own shot, and she does. She's got 5 points. She hit that three-pointer to start proceedings. Belyakova from long range, and she drills a three. Elderbrink. And Frida Elderbrink now getting in on the three-point shooting extravaganza. And Prince now steps inside the arc. Ellen Elderbrink chases down the long rebound. She looks up the floor, passes to Frida. Almost the exact same place, misses this time as the last one, and kicks it back out. So the long rebounds on the three-pointers, the missed three-pointers, being chased down by Sweden. Drive, no good. Halverson keeps it alive, but Petrakova corrals it. Prince pulls up, nope. Hands it over to Zedek. Now to Osipova. She spins, she goes right to work. Good crashing of the boards, I think, by Belyakova. Now Petrakova at the line. Back to Belyakova. And the dump and the hold on Halverson. And Lars Johansson doesn't mind giving away a foul in that situation. That's only 2 fouls. So some substitutions. Hamilton comes in. Frida Elderbrink comes out. Egnell comes out. Louise Halverson comes out. Ashley Key comes in. Also Frida Ali comes in. Frida Ali. Prince. Wow. Seems to be settling in rather nicely now as a Russian international. Epiphany Prince. Korsten in for Russia. And Kusina as well, who sent that shot to row H. And Nadezhda Grisheva has come in. misses the second. So Russia's lead is 4. Korsten brings it across midcourt. Zidek tries to set a screen for Grisheva. She goes right at Hamilton. Puts up kind of a crazy runner. Now the ball in the hands of Ellen Eldebrink. And she's called palming. Lars Johansson not happy with that call, to put it mildly, from the Belarus referee. But I think he got it. It's not often you would see that called. Kalyakova bumped into Lars Johansson. Boy, the Russians are really throwing up some crazy layups in there. Frida Ali sprints to the other end, meanwhile, and makes one. Back to a 2-point game. Korsten goes right down Broadway, and Key steps in front of her to stop her progress, but draws the foul. The question is, will she get the shots? I'm not sure. She hadn't yet taken off on her foot, but I think they are giving her the, they're going to give her the shots. Well, she's 33 now. She didn't really get many minutes last year at the Olympics from Boris Sokolovsky. And it appeared she might be on her way out, but, you know, injuries to some other veterans, and including the retirements of Abrasamova and Stepanova. And I think her experience is needed. Frida Eldebrink steps inside, misses. Now Belyakova pushes it up the floor. I don't think, yeah, Russia do have Messina on the floor. I was going to say they don't have a true point guard. And Kutsina doesn't handle that well. Grisheva chases down that save from Korsten. Shot clock down to 3. Kutsina puts it up and do a good job in there, the Swedes, of boxing out. Eldebrink goes baseline, puts it up. I don't know what happened there. She just kind of lost her way.
Yeah, but she sweep the leg.
I didn't see after. Okay, please.
Yeah, but I gotta react when she sweep the leg.
Well, Johansson said he thought that she had her legs taken out from under. The French referee says it didn't happen, so she says, please.
И вот здесь первый отдает мяч тройке, первый уходит. И вот здесь выпускаем Кузю, выпускаем на этом моменте. И сразу заслон, мяч переходит сюда. И тройка проходит сюда, уходит. Вторая сторона.
Stillastående, okej? Fortsätt tryck och gå under. Tryck iväg dem från returerna, okej? Kör vi!
Sweden 12 points, Australia 12. Russia 16, 16 points for la Russie.
Couldn't see if there was anything, because it happened underneath the shot there. That we could see, but it didn't look like, I didn't think anything had happened. I think she just kind of flew in there and out of control. Anyway, Sweden only down here by 4 late in the first quarter. Anna Bartold playing some big minutes. Down low. Messina penetrates inside, dumps it to Kutsina. And the Russians keep that ball alive. And Messina is fouled. Kutsina is just not shooting the ball as well yet as she's capable of. She can very easily step outside and hit threes. And scrapping inside, a foul on Hamilton. So fighting for position. Danielle Hamilton is called for the foul. So that's free throws now for Grisheva. Grisheva was in the Olympic squad last year that reached the semifinals. Up ahead after those 2 free throws. Sweden now trailing by 6, and they find Hamilton wide open, but Grisheva comes from behind and picks up the foul. She reacted just a little too late. Oh, look, not too bad there. Oh yeah, she got her on the right arm. On the follow through. Makes it. You know, in some places, making noise with the free throw shooters is what you do to the opponents, but the Swedish fans were doing it. Anyway, traveling called on Grisheva. Wrong person to give the ball to in that situation. About 31 seconds to go, so Sweden with another chance, and Eldebrink shot no good. Barthold keeps it alive. Korsten, now she's going to get it across midcourt to Kutsina. Russia going to hold it for 1 shot, and 1 shot only. That is, if Sweden allow them. Ali on Belyakova. Belyakova gets into the lane, almost charges. Good hands from Key, and Musina is able to get off that attempt. So Sweden and Russia, 1 quarter in the books. The defending champions, without many of their star players from a couple of years ago, are on top, 18-14. Russia just out rebounding by a couple. And look at the 4 of 17 shooting for Russia. They're missing a lot of looks, as well as Sweden, but not as many as Russia. Goodness gracious. Interesting start.
Ясно? Все ясно? Пошли, девушки, пошли. Вперед. Россия, давайте.
Ellen Eldebrink dribbling up top. Frida here at the start of the second quarter. And Eldebrink's pass just goes out of bounds. Louise Halverson coming back in. And she's going to replace Hamilton. Daniela Hamilton comes out. And Barthold reaches in and takes it away. And she's going to go coast to coast. Well, not coast to coast, but take it all the way. She's really sparked him tonight. She's giving him good minutes down low. I don't remember seeing her too much yesterday. Petrakova, no good, and look at the fight for the rebound on Osipova. How can she try to hold her ground and just reach those long arms up there? Look at that. She was sandwiched and still managed to get the better of them. That's Barthold. The replay of that fast break after she came up with the steal. 2 fouls on Halverson. She got into foul trouble yesterday. Now she's working against Osipova. I wouldn't be surprised if Russia tried to attack her. Barthold picks up the foul. Her second. Prince finds Sidpova, who's come in now, and she shoots up an air ball. Eldebrink gets into the lane. Drifts in. She's hit that three-pointer, but she just can't get it going otherwise. She's almost kind of forcing it just a little bit. Prince. Key with the rebound. And, that's an unsportsmanlike call on Zedek. It's one thing to kind of stick your arm in there and stop the progress, but it's another one to do it in that manner. It just didn't look good, if you know what I mean. Watch. It also helps that Key kind of flailed. So Zedek's going to come out. She's certainly kind of the enforcer of that Russian team. He makes the first one. She had a good game yesterday in her EuroBasket bow for this Swedish team. She's naturalized. Makes just 1 of 2. Eldebrink hands it off to Key, who gets into the lane. And she was looking to pass it. And draws another foul. Russia trying to clog that lane. I think they're aware of the Swedish penetration. And Sapova was moving. So Sapova was guilty of the foul. Ellen Eldebrink passes up to 3 because Prince came out. Key for 3. Good. And the Swedes have taken the lead. Wow. Sweden are beating Russia. And now almost a turnover. Key reaches in and is called for the foul. Well, we got those good minutes from Barthold, and I said I didn't remember her playing last night. She didn't. She didn't play, so good minutes from Barthold. She's going back to the bench. I wouldn't be surprised to see her again. Now Petrakova being guarded by Khadija Anderson. Sapova. And the shot clock violation. Russia just fell asleep. All is not well in the camp of the Russians. Vainauskas knows it. They are completely out of sync. And the longer this game goes along and the longer the Sweden hang around, the longer Russia are in danger of being upset. Key. Halverson. Elderbrink was calling for it. And Halverson goes up strong. The Swedish fans are loving it. I think it's time for some water. I'm losing my voice. Osipova spins in the lane. Double teamed. Halverson. And Osipova complaining that she's fouled, but really it's just the double team. Here's Halverson at the other end. Osipova went for the steal, and Halverson just rolled to the basket. I can only imagine what the headlines would be in Sweden if they were to upset Russia. I'm telling you, there would be a lot of headlines. Key, off the rim. Prince with the rebound. There's a long way to go before that happens. Key reaches in. Prince to an open Vodopinova. Ah, the veteran drills the jumper. Halverson's pass was telegraphed, and Russia were waiting. Now Russia can either pull level or take the lead. Since the shift in momentum, nope, Petrikova and Russia just really look ugly with their shooting around the basket. Elderbrink. Halverson. Elderbrink. Ellen Elderbrink. That's good. They are loving it. The Swedish fans here are on their feet all around the arena. Boy, she's been big for this team in this tournament. The dump to Osipova. She goes to Khadija Anderson, and I think Khadija Anderson may have gotten away with a foul there. Osipova looks incredulously like nothing was called. Khadija Anderson on the fast break and is fouled by Vodopinova. Well, nice spark from Key. She goes to the bench. Russia trailed Spain by 18 points. That's one thing, but you wouldn't expect them to be trailing Sweden. But Sweden didn't just come to the EuroBasket to make up the numbers. They came to make history, and they would certainly make some history if they beat the Russians. Now they've got their biggest lead of the game is 5 midway through the second quarter. Somebody's going to step up for Russia. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Messina? Is he going to have a chance to shine? She's guarded by Ellen Elderbrink. Kutina back out there. Guarded by Halverson. Vodopinova. Guarded by Egnell. At the free throw line. Short. Everything Russia puts up is forced. It doesn't look pretty. It's not a natural shot. They just really look completely out of sync with their shooting. They were stroking the three-pointer last night, and they're trying to get everything inside, and it's not happening. Grisheva spins. Belyakova gets it back to Grisheva, who goes into the lane. She puts it up, no good. And coming over the back is Belyakova as they crash the boards. Sweden are just holding tough in there. It's impressive. I distinctly remember being at the EuroBasket in Chieti, and Sweden weren't there, but they had a bunch of people there monitoring the European basketball scene and talking about the program they were putting in place that would eventually come to fruition. And I think we're watching it right now. Good defense. Sweden have not played in the final round of the European Championship since 1987. So this is a big moment for them, no matter what happens. Messina. And of course, that was when the Russians were part of the Soviet Union. Grisheva goes in, and that basket has a lid on it right now for Russia. Their shooting percentage must be less than 15%. Anderson out, Bartol back in. She's got a nice release on that jump shot, or rather on that free throw. But I think they're right at 20%, in fact, from the field. They're 23.3% overall on their field goal attempts, the Russians. Sweden are shooting 38.1%. And it goes Egnell and blocked. Great play from Kutsina. Let's see if that defensive play sparks them. The lefty Zedek, and well, Kuzina's really given him something on the boards now. She reached over Halverson that time to get that rebound. And I think Messina got away with a push. She's pushed off with her left elbow. And now a foul's been called on Sweden. Watch as Messina goes into the lane. Okay, I'll just take my word for it. Grisheva comes over the top, gets the rebound. Barthold unable to keep her out of the paint. We've got a tie game, 25-25. Egnell goes baseline, hands it off to Halverson, cutting down the lane. Nice basketball from Sweden. Kutsina now trying to post up Halverson, and Frida Eldebrink reads the play and comes up with a steal. And Frida pulls it back out. Barthold asks for it, puts up the jumper, short, so bad that Halverson was able to get the rebound, and her shot is off the front of the rim. Belyakova dumps it to Grisheva, who's becoming more of a force in the lane, the 23-year-old. And Bartol collects her third foul. Good work from Halverson, Frida Eldebrink, and Anna Barthold. They're all going to come out and catch a breather. Hamilton, Khadija Anderson, and Key are back out for Sweden. The Swedish fans are chanting one more time, one more time. Now Tiffany Prince is back in for Russia. See if she can calm things down for the Russians. Key pops out on top of the perimeter, as does Egnell. She's got it. She puts up the tough shot from the free throw line. Anderson there, and Egnell gets the rebound and is fouled by Messina. Well, both free throws, and Sweden now go back up on top by 3. Somebody needs to step up for Russia. Prince puts it up and drills a 3 to tie it. So it's Epiphany Prince, the player who almost didn't make it into this tournament with an ankle injury, but she shook it off. Re-injured an ankle. You can see the right ankle where she had an operation and decided she was able to go. Off the front of the rim, Hamilton gets the rebound and goes back up strong and continues to fight and gets it back outside. Probably the right decision. Key puts up a 3 and it's an air ball, and looked like Zedek in the fight for the rebound was pushed out of bounds, and it led to an easy deuce for Sweden. I'm sure Vinoskas is going to turn things around at halftime. But Sweden have to be happy with where they are right now. Prince fouled before, so she'll get free throws. I think Prince right now, fouled by Hamilton. She's the most dangerous player out there for Russia. She seems to be playing with a cool head. You know, she really came to life in the fourth quarter against Spain. It took her a while to get going. And this is one thing she does very well, is shoot free throws. Khadija Anderson inside. Got a lot of rim and backboard, so Russia now have a chance to go on top here in the final minute of the first half. Prince again. Well, they just don't have an answer for Prince, and Johansson knows it. He's got to call a timeout. Do you think it was a good idea to put her in the team? Well, it's looking like it. That's Ellen Eldebrink with 7 points, is leading the way for Sweden.
Steff, ta Ashley! Steff! Okej. Om de spelar zon, Khadija, Danny, lågt, okej? Ni bryter samtidigt, okej? Vi kollar efter att passa bollen till Khadija, okej? Så hota en försvarare. När det händer...
Первый приходит смерть. Осю держит не очень большая, маленькая. Гриня, ты здесь стоишь. Приходит с мячом первый
Prince with
номер.
those 13 points is leading Russia.
Дали передачу. Смотрите, дали передачу. Дайте передачу на Осю. Сюда. Окей? Окей? И сразу, да, отобрал. Окей. Здесь, Ося, обыгрываешь и смотришь человека. Давайте. Вперед. Россия, давайте.
Il reste 36 secondes et 9 dixièmes. 36 seconds, 9 tenths to go.
The final 30 seconds here of the first half, and Grisheva reaches over and commits the foul. 2 fouls on her, and that gives Sweden now a chance to make some free throws. Hamilton makes the first. He's got 3 points. This is the second. And Messina slipped down, so Grisheva had to dribble. Better hurry up, get it across midcourt, and she just does, barely. 10 seconds. Prince puts up the long 3. No good. The rebound to Zedek. 6 seconds on the shot clock, 5 on the game clock, rather 4-3. And the ball goes out of bounds with 0.6 seconds remaining. Will Sweden take a timeout? They will. They might just have enough time to get off a shot. You never know. Might as well burn the timeout if you've got it.
Steff, du tar in bollen. Okay. Frida här. Kadidja här. Nej, Danny här, Kadidja här. Okay. Backscreen för Kadidja, du går. Okay. Direkt efter det så kommer Frida på en curl. Okay. Du måste 0,6. Det är en fång. Du är här. Okay. Så Steff får bollen. Elin.
Теперь будет выброс будет. С этой стороны. Маленькая, которая здесь стоит, уходит туда на помощь. Не стойте около этого человека, она всем не нужна. Здесь будет заслон на заслон. Пусть отсюда бросает. Самое главное закрыть здесь. Будет один заслон, второй. Уходим вдвоем на этого человека. Поехали, давай.
He kind of like went with a shooting, a 2 motion to Frida Eldebrink as if she's going to take the shot. I know that he talked about a back screen as well. And she puts it up from half court. Oh, she got off the backboard. At least they got it close. That was interesting. As it is, Russia have trailed by 5 points, but they come back thanks to Epiphany Prince to take a 2-point lead. So they're indebted to her as they go to the changing rooms. And I think they know it. They're leading 34-32. Still haven't seen Natalie Vieru, which is interesting. But Russia, who lost to Spain, to Sweden, lost to Italy, it's evenly poised. Woeful shooting, really, for both teams inside the arc. 3-point shooting, not too bad. The rebounds are even.
française de basketball continue son engagement pour la promotion des femmes dans le basket. Les trophées femmes sur tous les terrains ont pour objectif de mettre en valeur les femmes du basket, pratiquantes, bénévoles, dirigeantes, arbitres, médecins et encore bien d'autres possibilités, s'investissent chaque jour pour le développement de notre sport. 5 trophées femmes sur tous les terrains pour récompenser les parcours ou les projets exemplaires sont remis à ces femmes dans le monde du basket autour de plusieurs thèmes comme la santé, la solidarité, la réussite professionnelle. Le trophée passe décisive, un de ces 5 trophées, va être remis maintenant. Il amène la lumière sur l'importance de la formation et de la transmission de connaissances dans le basket. J'appelle donc, pour remettre ce soir le prix Aval, Madame Moufida Goucha, membre du jury des trophées femmes de tous les terrains 2013. Moufida Goucha est chef d'équipe du programme Jeunesse et Innovation Sociale au sein du secteur des sciences sociales et humaines de l'UNESCO. Ce programme apporte son soutien au développement de projets innovants portés par la jeunesse au profit de la paix et du développement durable. Moufida Goucha, merci d'être avec nous. J'appelle Pauline Ecordi. Elle est ambassadrice du programme Femmes sur tous les terrains. Elle a un palmarès, je vous rappelle brièvement, triple championne de France 80, 83 et 84. Elle a participé à 5 campagnes aux Euros, au championnat d'Europe féminin pendant sa carrière. Elle a été également médaillée d'argent avec l'équipe de France à l'EuroBasket Women 1993. Record Women de sélection avec, tenez-vous bien, 254 sélections. Madame Pauline Ecordi. Eh bien, accueillons maintenant notre lauréate, si vous le voulez bien. Notre lauréate, qui s'appelle Tako Koulibaly. Joueuse et amatrice de basket depuis plus de 30 ans, Tako Koulibaly se consacre désormais à la formation de jeunes basketteurs et basketteuses dans l'Ariège. Ce beau département, grâce à elle, des dizaines d'enfants ont pu découvrir le basket et les valeurs qui l'entourent à travers elle. C'est l'ensemble de toutes ces femmes qui font vivre le basket dans tous les territoires qui sont récompensés. On est vraiment donc très heureux de vous offrir le trophée. Camille a apporté le trophée à Madame Goucha. Vous allez maintenant pouvoir le remettre à notre lauréate et nous allons l'applaudir. Tako Koulibaly. Sur tous les terrains. Le trophée passe décisive. Tako Koulibaly. Alors, moi j'ai envie de passer la parole, juste un mot à Tako pour vous. Qu'est-ce que représente une telle récompense?
C'est une reconnaissance en fait, c'est la reconnaissance de tout mon investissement en fait, donc les jeunes dans le basket. Voilà, une certaine fierté. Voilà.
Vous pouvez être fiers, bravo pour ce que vous faites, bravo encore. Tako Koulibaly. Encore un grand merci à Moufida Goucha, merci beaucoup. Et bien sûr à Pauline Ecordi, merci mesdames, merci à toutes les trois. Et à bientôt pour un nouveau trophée. Femmes sur tous les terrains. La deuxième mi-temps, le set retourne dans un instant. Et bien sûr, les fans de public qui va repartir en effet au encourager les jeunes. Et maintenant, un petit peu de bruit, on ressent de l'attention. Les supporters, les fans de la Russie, extraordinaire pour Russia. Wow. Get ready, yellow people, attention les amis de jaune.
Så Danny dyker och tar stöten här nere. Okej, Lollo du poppar och så spelar vi pick och rull på den här sidan. Lollo, gå här och dyk djupt av, okej? Danny, när du har tagit dyket och pick och rullen...
Не жалейте дать передачу друг друга. Должен мяч ходить. Будет ходить мяч, ищем под кольцом человека. Получила, двух затянула, ищем свободного. Поехали. Вперед! Россия, я в защите.
Well, the mission for Russia is to go out and take care of business, be clinical here, and put the Swedish team away. But that's easier said than done. Sweden are fighting for their EuroBasket women lives. They know they need to win tonight to stay alive in the competition. They put up a great fight in the first half, only trailing 34-32. There you see the scoring by quarters. And second half action is underway. Prince over to Belyakova for three. And Osipova was shielding Halverson away from the ball. Now Prince puts up a three, no good. Well, it looks like the strategy may be to abandon the commitment to go inside and start trying to loosen things up. One thing that's a constant is the noise from the Swedish fans. They're creating quite a good atmosphere here in Vaughan. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Halverson goes to work and short. Belyakova with the rebound. Frida Ellebrink allows her sister to pick her up. Ellen Ellebrink is harassing Belyakova. Petrakova drives in, and it looked like Key had stepped in good position there, but she must have been a little bit late. Tough call. Tough call. Mulder Johansson didn't like it. Zedek on the baseline, buries a jumper. Russia's sitting back in a 2-3 zone right now, trying to confuse Sweden a little bit. Well, they got to find the seam, and they do, and Halverson had the shot. She follows it up, gets Osipova up, and has a chance for a three-point play. How's that for a turn of events? Halverson doesn't convert it, though. And Johansson slaps himself on the leg in frustration. Offensive foul called on Zedek. I think she must be a foul magnet. Only she, not a foul magnet, foul call magnet. How about that? She was trying to get past Key and was whistled for the infraction. Russia's still in the zone. There's Halverson. Halverson seems to be able to find it, find the space. They'd like to get Key to be a zone buster if possible. Russia need to be active in that zone if they're going to play it. Elderbrink over to Ellen. Elderbrink and the reach and the nice play from Belyakova now to Prince. And she hands it off to Petrakova. And the battle for the board. And the ball goes out of bounds over to Russia. And Johansson telling the French referee out of your screen, we should have had that call. Now he's trying to get his, you can see he's coaching his team, and Russia, well, Sweden are arguing they didn't touch the ball, but Hamilton, I think the call is that she did get it. No, it was Elderbrink that did get it. Ellen Elderbrink has really been impressive. Both of these games. Prince used the screen and drills the three. Good play from Russia. She's really the most, she's their best player right now. Key drives right back and gets the deuce. Goes back to a three-point deficit, but clearly, if Russia are going to try to set screens up top to free Prince, the Swedes have to be ready to switch. And Zedek drives in. And Zedek, oh, and Zedek, that's an unsportsmanlike, surely. No, it looked like she reached out her foot and tripped her. She went past. Watch this. She comes over hard there, and then she swiped at her with the right foot, and she got away with it. Watch again. Reached it. Clear as day. Well, she's been complaining about the fouls called on her, but right there is the evidence. She's just got away with an unsportsmanlike. And the drive, and Frida Elderbrink closes the gap to one. Now, see if Russia try to allow Prince to create off her shot. She's been so effective. The double team causes a turnover. Frida Elderbrink gets into the lane, hands it off to Halverson, who goes up for the layup. Sweden are back in front.
Сразу отдавайте мяч, не ждите, пока подойдут человек. Это будет проблема. Прощаемся с мячом быстрее. Не даем опять, я сказал, не даем нас обыгрывать 1 на 1. Снимаем мяч, быстрее уходим на атаку. Нападение теперь. Сыграем майку, сыграем. Хорошо?
Zon, spring hit! Okej? Och spring ut så är det samma sak här. Om vi får den hit istället för att dyka rakt ner, dyk så Danny, okej? Så kan vi komma in på high post från sidan. Absolut, absolut. Det spelar ingen roll vem som fyller den.
Oh, look at him dancing up in the stands. A sea of yellow and blue. And I have to say, the one thing about the Swedish fans is they're quite festive. Look at that. They've got the, what do you call that, a lei from Hawaii. This is party time. Well, Korsten has come back in, try to bring some composure to this Russian team. Just can't get on top of Sweden and put any distance between themselves. And now they trail. Petrakova, Belyakova for three. That was a good attempt. Halverson strong with the rebound. Hands it back to Frida Elderbrink. Long one from Key, no good. Good rebound from Korsten, the veteran. Grisheva backs up Halverson and puts up that soft touch. Well, excellent play from the center. The days to Grisheva. Little turnaround. Frida Elderbrink to Key. Bounce pass to Hamilton. And Hamilton, a little bit out of control there. So good defense from Russia. Points from turnovers. Yeah, good defense from Frida Elderbrink. Almost another turnover. Watch. And it is another turnover. Key anticipated and makes the layup. And Sweden have taken a one-point advantage. Imagine the situation for Russian basketball. They lose the first game against Spain. If they lose this, they're 0-2 going into tomorrow's game against Italy, and that is definitely not what Italy want. Kazina pulls in, no good. Halverson almost with the rebound and turns it back over to Russia, but who could have imagined Russia losing first to Spain? Okay, you maybe see that one. Then falling to 0-2. It's all about fight from Sweden. They just really believe they've got a chance. Bartold is back in there to bring some physicality to the game. And he boxes out Grisheva. It's Ellen Elderbrink bringing it up the floor. And Elderbrink tries to make a pass over to Hamilton. I don't think Sweden really need to be in a rush. And really just making things too hard, giving opportunities away. Corsten guarded by Frida Elderbrink. Prince guarded by Ellen Elderbrink. Now Grisheva going up against Bartold, who has 3 fouls, and Hamilton helps out. Kutina gets the ball back, puts up a 3, rims out, and Frida Elderbrink has the ball. Now Ellen pulls up at the line, and good hustle from Key to almost get it back for Sweden. And now Russia will attack again. Boy, Russia really need to get something going here. Well, Sweden have really given this EuroBasket a couple of thrillers, haven't they? Narrowly losing to Italy. And here they are giving Russia fits so far. And Hamilton reaches. Well, if you've got your hands extended out like that and you're making contact, you are at risk for committing the foul. So the referee's no doubt right on the call there. Key comes out, and good defense from Elderbrink. And a turnover this time on the inbounds from Russia. Egnal crosses midcourt, hands it off to Frida. The switch up top, Kutina. Frida Elderbrink drives in and can't get to go, but the fight for the rebound from Bartold, and they end up getting it back. Look at the crowd. Look at the Swedish crowd. They are loving it. 3:19 remaining in the third quarter. Frida Elderbrink dumps it, and it goes to Hamilton, who had a chance for the three-point play with Kutina coming from behind. Kutina's arguing she didn't make any contact. Here we go. Look at this. I think she had her left hand on her back, and that's what the referee saw, so you've got to avoid the hand contact. what Maria Stepanova must be thinking right now. She's watching this game. Having decided to retire, as well as Abrasimova, how they would love to have that veteran leadership out here right now. Prince, she's left open. This time she doesn't make it. That was a mistake by Sweden. You don't want to leave her open. I think that's the one player, the most dangerous player out there for Russia. Ellen Eldebrink drives, pulls up, mid-range jumper, no good. Eldebrink, or rather Agnell, battles for the ball, and he goes out of bounds. Ooh, that was close. Russia fortuitous. Entry pass, Grisheva backing up Bartol, and that's either a travel or a foul or something. It didn't look right. She was kind of off balance. Maybe that's what it was. Looking more, made it look like an awkward situation. Well, Grisheva has got terrific talent. She's just got a lot of hard work in front of her. She puts it in. You could see that she is going to be some kind of player at 23 years of age. Sometimes with the centers, it takes a little bit more time to develop. But that foul ends up putting her on the bench with 3 fouls and putting Hamilton on the free throw line. Back to their biggest lead of the game, 5 points, the Swedes. And the pressure from Eldebrink, giving Messina a hard time, and she commits the foul. And I think it's great pressure, but at the same time, it's a great call. Watch this. Well, I don't know, actually. I don't know. I mean, she was backpedaling. So a tough call maybe against Sweden. Lucina, or rather Belyakova, who's going to step up for Russia. It had been Prince, but she's not out there anymore. Is it going to be Vodopaneva or maybe not Natalia Vieru? And Vieru battles, scraps, no good. And Agnell brings it up the floor. She's got the pressure, and they get it across midcourt just in time. So Vieru finally being given some minutes from Vanoskas. Hamilton. 5 on the shot clock. 4. Agnell drives in, blocked by Vodopaneva. 2 seconds on the shot clock. And Key's going to come in, I think. Who is Key coming in for? Okay, she's going to give Ellen Eldebrink a breather. But remember, Key, when she inbounded once, she threw it away earlier in this half.
Thank you.
Eldebrink comes out. Maybe she had to come out because of blood. Oh, they find wide open Frida Eldebrink. And she scores. A breakdown by Russia on the inbounds play. Call it execution to perfection by Sweden. They lead by 7. A colossal upset could be on the cards here, folks. Vodopaneva falls into the Swedish player. No call, but Sweden get the ball. Agnell crosses midcourt. Key pulls it back. Frida Eldebrink for 3. Good! Sweden have taken a 10-point lead on the defending champions. This place is rocking. I can't believe it. I have never seen Russia in this situation. And the offensive foul, Natalia Vieru. You're talking about a team that finished 4th at the Olympics last year. A team that won the European title 2 years ago, albeit with Stepanova, albeit with Ardashina. This is not the same Russia, but don't take anything away from Sweden. They are playing with guts. They've been called a rising power, and they're showing why right now. Well, right when I said that, that wasn't what they're showing themselves to be, a rising power. Kicking the ball around, that's another sport. So it goes back to Russia. Vainauskas has really got to pull the right strings here. Belyakova. She misses. I think Italy are watching this game, and they must be thinking to themselves, gosh, how do we beat this Swedish team if Russia is struggling? And Roberto Ricchini now is wondering what's in store for his side. Eldebrink turns it over. Oh, and Barthold, a silly, silly foul. Well, an unfortunate foul for her because they're not in the bonus. But it does stop them with 1.2 seconds left. So she comes out with her fourth foul. So actually, in the end, I guess what she gave up is her fourth foul. It stops Russia. Here we go, Petrakova, and she has to put up a prayer. Russia pleading with the officials to get some calls. Wow, this is incredible, folks. Somebody call the president, call whoever it is in Moscow. Send for reinforcements. Your team is under attack. Sweden are leading by 10 points. Still 10 minutes to go. We saw Russia come back from 18 last night and almost beat Spain. So a long way to go, but goodness gracious, alive. I think this is the most amazing thing I've seen in the EuroBasket women in a long time, maybe ever.
Человек уходит, тройка не идет, остается здесь, уходит, ставит на эту сторону. Девушки, 10 очков, это ничего нет. Ясно? Давайте, защита, все время зона, защита. Вперед, давайте.
Давайте, папа, давайте.
I think the signs of Russian cracking really came when they were under pressure in the third quarter and Zidek committed that foul. I mean, it was just, they were really lucky to get away with it, but they were just under so much pressure from Sweden, who were crashing the boards, playing tough D. It was just an amazing situation. Zidek escaped, but Russia certainly haven't. Egnal puts up the jumper, the biggest lead of the game. And the dump inside to Otsapova. She has it blocked, but draws the foul. And it was, I think, Hamilton. Certainly looked like Hamilton made contact, so she has now got 4 personals, and Louise Halverson comes back, and I think that's where Johansson has been absolute perfect with his substitutions, managing the foul situations, getting his players rest when they need it. And Osipova comes in, and now she has picked up a vital offensive rebound, but she's fouled by Khadija Anderson. I tell you, remembering that Russia decided to make the switch and not keep Boris Sokolovsky in charge after the Olympics. Inquiring minds want to know if that was the right decision, not because of Vainoskis is a bad coach. He's an excellent coach, but in terms of continuity and everything else, and up ahead it goes. Oh, Agnell goes in and is fouled by Epiphany Prince. Now Prince, excellent hustle to get down and prevent the layup. And if Agnell doesn't convert at least one of these two free throws and Russia get the rebound, then it was worth it. But right now, Sweden are playing kind of like a breakaway train. I mean, they are playing like a team that just isn't going to be denied. And she makes both of them. And they're putting some full court pressure on the Russians now. Osipova brings it across. Ellen Eldebrink is on Prince. Belyakova penetrates, and she gets it to Osipova. Finally, Russia, who are trailing by 14, get something. Get it back to 12. And Key puts up the three, and oh, they are partying big time in Stockholm. Are you kidding me? Incredible. Sweden is beating Russia by 15 points. The third-ranked team in the world, the defending champions of Europe, the team that's really been the dominant force in women's basketball in Europe. They are getting beat by Sweden. And this is no joke, folks. The Swedes are a good physical team, and they are playing hard, and that's what it's all about. Halverson. Ooh, I think she got a, nope. She walked. Good idea. And Russia dodged another bullet. Well, Belyakova puts it up from long range, and Petrakova goes up and has a chance for a three-point play. That is major. That can get it back to 12. And Zedek comes back in since that moment of madness in the third quarter for the first time. And the free throw goes in. So now it's a 12-point deficit. Sweden have to continue to play as they've been playing. And Russia in the zone, the 2-3 zone. Key for three, good! Can you believe it? Unbelievable. I can't believe it. I cannot believe what I'm watching. The dump down low and the foul by Key. What I do remember is talking to Lars Johansson earlier this year, talking about what the EuroBasket women was going to be like, the balance in Europe, and he was saying, well, clearly there are 2 or 3 teams that are above the others, but on any given day, you know, you believe you can go out and you can win against all of these teams. And he's showing why he said that right now. They have come out and played their rear ends off. Swedish Federation clearly knew what they were doing when they extended his contract before the tournament. Because I can tell you right now, there'll probably be some phone calls going to him the way this team is playing. There's some good young coaches in this tournament. Damian Jennings, Great Britain, has won his first 2 games in charge. Johansson obviously has been in charge for a while now. He's still youthful, and the program he's kind of grown the program, helped it grow, he's nurtured it. Frida Eldebrink. Anderson to Halverson. Osipova tries to keep her away, but he can't. Louise Halverson takes the lead to 17. Prince pulls up. Was it a, doesn't matter, she missed it. Couldn't tell she had her foot on the line. Zidek for three, count it! Well, they need more of that. Back to a 14-point deficit for Russia. They've got to be able to put some pressure on this Swedish team. They've got to change something. Egnell goes baseline, goes up strong and scores with the layup. And Van Oskus burns a timeout.
Это уходит сюда. Двойка здесь переходит сюда. Ну, девушки, ну мы так не можем защищаться. Как нас через воду ходим? Нападение теперь опять сыграем, двойку сыграем. И сыграем 4 еще сыграем.
På knäna. Om vi inte har någonting, kör mycket hårdside så att klockan går. Men vi ska inte spela på klockan. Vi ska spela på... Ett fot nu.
Petrakova, Russia have got to get to work. They've got to get something positive going. Grisheva backs up, Halverson. The battle doesn't matter. Sweden come away with it. Now it's Eldebrink. They're keeping the pressure on. She gives it to Anderson. She goes up, misses the layup. That was an opportunity. Maybe Frida Eldebrink would have taken it on her own if she had to do it all over again. And Grisheva somehow is getting away with something down low. She just has a way, it looks like she's kind of barging into the defender. Now she's going up against Anderson, and Anderson commits the foul. Grisheva makes the first one. These are must-makes. Russia just don't look confident in what they're trying to do right now. They had the resolve to get back into it last night against Spain. But Sweden are just such a disruptive force. They've just got so much energy out there. And really, they're just on a high right now. They're just loving every minute of being at this EuroBasket Women. And you can tell that this is their time to shine. The question is, can they hold it together? Is that shot, for example, what they need in that situation, or do they want to work that ball around? It was an open look. Well, Grisheva again steps back, and Vodopaneva keeps it alive, but can't get the rebound. We are coming up on the midpoint of the final corner. Egnell, looked like she may have shuffled her feet. Barthold, no good. Now Zidek meets some pressure. Nope. Dribbles, hands it off. The ball knocked out of bounds. Still can't believe it. Every time I look at the score, I cannot believe what I'm looking at. 4:59 remaining here. In a historical context, this has to be, in terms of the tradition and everything else, it's possibly going to be the greatest upset in first round history. Petrakova, spin move, drives in, can't get it to go. Vodopinova almost comes up with a steal. 4:40 remaining. Long way to go. Sweden have got to demonstrate they can finish. And Barthold comes in, and the ball goes back to Sweden. Look at the fight from Barthold, and the referee was right. Went off Vodopinova. Ellen Eldebrink, Barthold, over to Frida Eldebrink. She gets in there, and she should have gone all the way through, but instead, Grisheva was there waiting with those big hands and denied her. Now, Russia. Prince, without question, looking to get involved in that offense. And Eldebrink knocks it away. She gets it back. Zedek from the corner. The fight for the boards is all over the place. Barthold, who's been a tiger out there, comes up with a rebound. 3:54 remaining. The lead remains 14 points. Frida Eldebrink. Barthold, the air ball, everything is going right. Oh, and Halverson missed the layup. Is that gonna come home to roost? Prince goes up. Both teams are just facing an almighty struggle right now, trying to put the ball in the basket. Eldebrink for three, good! Frida Eldebrink, and she looks at her team and the fans. There is a look that this team is not gonna be denied its place. And truly, a David v. Goliath. I just can't believe it. I'm looking for all the cliches. They're not enough to go around. Sweden stunning Russia. Barthold has picked up her 5th foul. Man, she has been unbelievable, but watch this. Well, she's gonna be a national hero after this game. Katina makes the first one. I'll tell you, if they hold on, there's going to be a lot of phone calls to the Swedish Federation asking for visits from other federations to say, hey, can you show us how you did this? It's almost as if they've come out of nowhere, but not really. You look at the youth results and the improvement of Swedish basketball the past several years. This is no real surprise in terms of this team getting to the EuroBasket and improving. But to beat defending champions Russia, that's another thing altogether. Messina tries to find some space. Eldebrink won't allow her to. Agnell's got the ball. Might Russia start to play the foul game? Ellen Eldebrink drives, kicks it over to Kay. Kay for three, no good. Vodopineva up, and Hamilton dives on the floor. Sweden come back with it. They just want it. Boy, where does this rank in famous Swedish sporting wins of all time? Boy, this is spine-tingling stuff. Key, off the back of the rim. Osipova with the rebound. Russia, the clock is the enemy. We're getting to the point now where it's gonna have to be a miracle comeback for Russia if they're gonna do it. Messina, Vodopineva puts up the jumper. It's just not going for Russia, it's not working. The Swedes have played so well, so hard, you almost think you might see a red flag go up from the other side. I mean, it's just, they're just not going to be denied, folks. Ellen Eldebrink drives in, Key goes in and crashes the boards. And is it Zedek that goes down? Yep, Zedek is lying down. Crashing the boards. Whoa, boy, she really did pop her. She's fouled out. Well, I guess Johansson's probably thinking, to his girls, we've got 5 fouls each. We might as well use them. We need to be physical with this big Russian team. The interesting thing is as well is because of the margin of the lead right now being 15 points, if Sweden were to lose tomorrow to Spain, which maybe they'll beat Spain, you never know. But if they were to lose, Russia were to win and have a 3-way tie, that margin of victory could be important in the goal differential between all 3 teams. So Italy beat Sweden by 1, so there's not much difference there. Zidek. So those are important points, and I think Sweden need to bear that in mind as they try to close out this game. They don't want, even if Russia can't come back, they don't want them to shave points off that big lead that they've built. Eldebrink drives in. Halverson didn't get her feet set, and Eldebrink brings it back out gives it to her sister Ellen, and the reach around, and now Messina. Prince Katina puts up a 3 off the back of the rim, and Halverson gets the rebound, but that was a good call. She literally shoved Zidek down. Watch this. And Zidek had words for her. So that was a bit unnecessary from Halverson. And remember,